Wait, are they triggered? she said, she said, Pisces, none of their magic is working, and now their entities are getting mad. Okay. So what does that mean? What is she talking about? What is she telling all those subscribers? And who is she talking about? Who is she talking about? That's why their little divine cover up won't work. See, if they're trying to cover the situation up because of their cult following and whatever, okay, great. So now their cult is a failure. Okay, whatever they were set out to do, they failed miserably. Look at who wants to join a failure cult? I mean, come on. Come, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And now they're trying to cover it up. That's why you take yourself out of the situation. They're trying to cover it up. Cool. So angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light, when a demonic group of karmics try to create a divine cover-up, how does the divine cover them up tenfold? That's why they're fighting in the background. I can't do anything about that. It's a simple question. And where's this angelic protection they're mad they can't get past? Where's that at? Simple enough. Just take yourself out of the picture. that leaves them punching the air. God us all that is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. I said I'd be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Yeah, I'm coming home, I'm listening to her. Yeah, there you go. There's your narcissistic abusing technology, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to annoy you. Right? Nothing, I don't get any notifications. I don't get any of that shit until I go to record. And then when I record, you start getting all these notifications. And she was just talking about that. They're cyberbullying you with blocking your emails, and because they want to agitate you. Okay, great. Now that's going back on them tenfold. And they can't realize, they're too stupid to realize that. They're trying so hard because everything they do goes back on them. They know that what they're doing would work on them. That's why it goes back on them tenfold, and they don't. They just keep going. They're slowly spiraling into insanity. I can't do anything about that. Simple enough. They're whole. They're complete. They're complete insane, criminally insane. They're complete greed. That's what it is. When the light, they get judged. That's what it is. The light makes it very, very simple. It judges their soul. It takes a snapshot. They put out greed. It goes back on them. Cool. They're complete greed. That will be their downfall unless they work their way out of it. Simple up. Everything's a setup. Everything's a setup these days. Okay, great. Every time they set the divine up, one way or another, it goes back on them tenfold. I can't do anything about that. They're working against the divine because their souls have been judged by the light. It has nothing to do with me. Simple enough. Simple, and it just takes some time. We'll be going forward, and yeah, that's what it is. They can relax. Simple enough. Will they? No, they don't follow the signs. They're going to amp up their efforts when they're supposed to relax. When they're supposed to find something safe to do, they can't do that. They can't find something safe to do. They can continue to let that entity eat them alive. It's simple enough. All right, once you trigger their inner demons with healing light, now they have healed demons on the inside of them. Okay. Well, that works for me. It's simple enough. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to relax, and they got a dose of wisdom. Look at that. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. That's why every time they watch a tarot read trying to get 10 steps ahead of us, we're already 10 steps ahead of them, and they can't figure out how. They're being influenced. They're being influenced by something that is fooling them. It's fooling them to think that they're going to succeed when all it's doing is tormenting them it wants to destroy them. That's what an entity attachment does. It wants to destroy its host. Thank you, Spirit. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about you inviting people to the party that wanted nothing more than to destroy your shit. Okay? So how's that working out for them? Are they sitting back going, oh man, this energy within me that I don't know what's going on with it, it is absolutely destroying my life. Yes, that's what it wants to do. And you let it. Simple enough. Oh, I've got this feeling that's going to destroy you. That's what it wants to do. That's what they do. They influence you and progressively keep you going. They do. They keep you going because you're feeding them. You're feeding them whatever reaction that they want from your insides while it's slowly deteriorating you. Simple enough. The divine works in the opposite. Okay. I'm slowly regenerating and they're slowly degenerating. Okay. Simple enough. This is simple enough. Okay. I'm cool with that. Thank you, Spirit. What was taken will be returned. Just don't expect it to be returned in the way that it was taken. So if you're talking about they have been trying to pull this destiny swap off since we were children, that means we're getting our entire lives back. Bah! I bet they are triggered. I bet we did all that work for 4 decades for nothing. Yep, sure did. It was over before you began. That's what it is. And that ego, they edged God out, went with whatever energy they were just feeding. They were just feeding it right along their path. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. What do they get out of the deal? Failure. What does Pisces get out of the deal? You don't show them your hand until you're ready. Bowling, baby. That's what it is. And I don't mind demons polishing my light balls. It's what it is. They're just balls of light, and they polish them if they want to. So what it is. I know they're triggered, and they just want to be apart so bad. Cool. You polish my balls. That's what it is. Just balls of light. It's that. Check out my Facebook post. Simple enough. Oh, he's so sensitive. Yeah, I go and eat food with chopsticks, make a little video, and come back, and I can feel the walking stick on my table from across the table on the underneath. Why should readers are talking about monitoring spirits and shit? Okay, great. They can't see through the light. The darkness can't see through the light. It gets attracted to the light, and then gets bug zapped. Cards in the upright. What's the energy on this destiny swap situation? What is the focus? Yeah, that's what it is. They're trying to take out the pure soul. Oh no. And that's their sole focus. That's what it is. That's what divine intervention does. It lets them get up right to the point that they're intervened. And they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop until they get to that point. That's why they're trying to prolong, because they're cowards. They're cowards. They won't go forward with the full effect of what they want to do, because deep down inside, their soul knows what little bit of it they got left, if any at all. If nothing else, the entity inside of them wants them to drag things out and play things out so it can slowly feed on them. Simple illumination. Simple enough. What are their intentions? Illumination. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And Pisces, these people's entities are slowly causing their masks to slip off. Yes, I know that. We told them that. Yeah. What do we need to be aware of? They don't want purification. They want pure chaos, anarchy, and they don't want sunflowers to grow. It's a death cult. Are you serious? They want... And she just said it. They've targeted other people, and then they got to the point where they don't know what to do. Everything they've ever done to someone else worked until they found the light. Simple enough, yeah. And we need to remember this is a group that now doesn't have inner peace. This is a group of people who think that they're powerful, and there is nothing stupider than people that think they're more powerful than the divine. Simple to think about that. People that think they're more important than God will get your planet destroyed. What do we need to explore? Yeah, we don't no need to even release it. It's already been released. Been transmuted to the spiritual world. Simple enough. We transmute to the energetic realm because they can't do anything about that. It's as above, so below. Right. So as it trickles down, as their soul knows how stupid and half-wit they are down here on the 3D realm, their soul's setting them up. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything. Yeah, community. That's what it is. A community of illuminators from the past. You think they were following the light? You think they fell for it? You think they fell for following the light? You think? It's just what it is. Yeah. Spirit says there'll be no going forward for those individuals. Simple enough. They tried to unalive an earth. They tried to unalive a lone wolf energy. Oh my God. There's no way to purify that. They're stuck in that. That's the energy that these people are stuck in. And they can't release it. There's no way to release. They tried to sacrifice a human. Oh God, do you know what kind of power they gave away to what they deem as if they deem the justice system any kind of an enemy and got people within the justice system to side with the enemy? You don't think that the righteous people within the justice system aren't using that to their advantage? The watchers are being watched. Yeah, no freedom. Freedom is upside down. The freedoms that this country fought for, number one, slavery. These individuals have spiritual and kundalini energy harvesting slavery on American soil. They want an earth angel, a tarot reader, and they're doing magic in the background. They want that person to work for free. Pure slavery using magical means on American soil. People overseas are doing that on American soil. Pure slavery. They're siphoning energy. That's what she just said. She said, you've got these, and they've made documentaries. They've left a paper trail a mile long. And that's going to be the outcome. You have individuals that wanted spiritual slaves so they could profit off of profits. That's the simple enough. I shouldn't even have to explain that any further. They're creating YouTube, any kind of platform that is siphoning energy off of its people, no matter what the metaphysical ramifications of it are. That's why you're under divine judgment. That's what it is. And when America finally gets a hold of that, oh my God, they've been delaying tarot readers, spiritual beings, healers, whatever. They've been delaying them so they could find a way to cover up their human trafficking or their kundalini sexual creative energy slavery. They were draining it, energy vampires, draining it, wanting that person to go as low. Come on, go harder, come on. Oh yeah, on American soil. No wonder they're freaking out right now. Simple enough. And they're exposed. I can't do anything about that. Do I even need to pull any more cards? No. That's going to be the outcome, period. They cause natural disasters on American soil. You don't think that shit's not going to come to the surface sooner or later? No matter how hard they try to cover it up, no matter how many deals they try to make, no matter what kind of word witchery or whatnot they're doing with abusing AI, abusing technology. And I just gave you an example of what they're doing, right? And that's why they don't like the tarot community. The minute the Earth Angel wakes up, they go hard with their illegal surveillance. That's what is dark web shit. Right? What started all that? I can tell you that if they're out there on YouTube teaching you Sook's magic, okay, cool, and then monitoring us through whatever fucking kind of screen and have government involvement, then that's kids getting hold of Sook's magic lessons so that they can fuel the dark web with it. Prove me wrong. It's fucking just an idea. I certainly hope it's not right. Certainly hope it's not right. I hope they haven't found a way where they didn't have to go to the island. They could just abuse technology and still get their little rocks off with the kitties. Fuck you, prove me wrong. Simple enough. Simple enough. Because when I say things like that, you'll notice they go harder to do the cover up. Okay? It's fucking just what it is. That's probably not exactly what they're doing, but it's fucking crimes with children. Why do you think they have drawn this out for so long? Trying to make absolutely sure they took that Earth Angel out. There's crimes with children involved. And they've been siphoning energy, wanting someone to go longer like some kind of a spiritual slave because of past life energy issues on American soil. Spiritual slavery on American soil. They said that a couple weeks ago. I just waited. So I agreed with her when she said it a couple weeks ago that would be the outcome. I agreed with her wholeheartedly. Simple enough. These people haven't broke not only spiritual laws and universal laws, they have broke every kind of fucking basic human freedom that the country has fought for using technology to do it. Simple enough. And the last thing they want anyone to know is that truth. Simple enough. Simple enough. So what are we looking at? An 8-year cycle. You're looking at people that are going to do everything they can not to let that truth come out. They would rather take it to the grave with them. Okay, cool. Spirit doesn't understand a joke. They're manifesting it slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. The whole group. That's what they wanted. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. It just takes time. Patience is needed. Patience is needed. That's what it is. So because you got to think, that was their entire thing. Well, we have to have physical evidence to prove any of this. So if they sabotage themselves, if they take themselves out, if they have a car wreck, if any of these things, natural disasters, any of these things, if any of these things happen, well, then there's only our story. There's only our narrative. There's only our narrative to go off of because we control the narrative. But since that person's still here, no, now we have to make them look crazy. Now we have to make them look like Britney Spears. Now we got to make them look absolutely nuts. And well, now what is happening? What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Their mask is starting to slip. They're starting to look nuts. They've always looked when they fucking talk to me. This is what it is. Simple enough. Have you seen the football game today? That's what it is. And you're talking about people in charge like that. And they're slowly going to slip more and more and more and more and more. People that can't fucking form. They cannot form the full fucking scope of what's going on with it. They don't understand it. They don't believe it, for one. You're talking about people that don't believe in psychic shit. They have intuitive development classes. CIA believes in that shit. You bet their ass. You bet your ass they do. And what do you think they're doing? Sitting back watching this shit, shaking their heads, going, "Oh God, we're all under divine judgment. We're all screwed. We're all screwed. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe at this point." Simple enough. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. The readers that say that the divine has intervened, yeah, absolutely. Simple enough. There's not a fucking time. All timelines are divine timelines. If God wants to swoop in and put an end to your timeline, that shit's over with. Nothing you can do about that. So Jenny just said it. She said, when it rains, you got to get an umbrella. You can't say, "No, universe, stop raining." That's the epitome of the devil said to the witch, "You will never survive the storm." And the witch said to the devil in her ego, "I am the storm." That's what it is. You're talking about people that are not afraid of death. Okay, great. Right? So then they decided to have a spiritual war that they didn't get their wish either. Oh God, now I have to suffer consequences with no magic. Oh, now I have to suffer consequences you're talking about narcissists. The only two things they care about is money and power over people. Once they lose the people and the fucking money and the power that they use to control them, well, then they don't have an image anymore. And that's the last thing they want to lose. That false fucking reality that they have built. That's what Upshotscott. That's a name my dad gave me. Put that shit in the fucking ground with him, and here's your sledgehammers. Beat that shit in the ground so everybody can walk on it. Simple enough. Oh, look, Scott made us a parking lot. That's what it is. Yeah, throw that name in there and concrete that shit in. Simple enough. The stars are the image. Okay, cool. That's people. That's clients. That's the healer's journey. That's what it is. These people are influencers. They have to influence a bunch of minions so that they get the money and the power to hold the sheep down. I've got to hold them down with my money and my power. I got my money on my mind. Simple enough. Flip that shit on them. Simple enough. That's the planes of light. And she just said it. That's what these individuals are doing the best. They've been talking about the light all this time and about ascension, and ain't not fucking one of them done it. And that's their biggest fear is, oh man, I've been the villain and the dark the entire time. Yes, if you didn't have the fucking information, light is information. If you don't have the light and the information, you're in the dark. Sorry. Simple enough. But I've been a teacher of the light. Where's your fucking light? I don't have any. False light teacher. Sorry, that's what it is. It's what it is. She said, Pisces, your hands, these people with their egos on a silver platter. I've done this before. This is the kind of shit they do to us for doing that stuff to them. God protects the fool. The morale of your kingdom was decided by the jester. They couldn't stop him. They beat the guy. Oh, what have you done to me? Oh, fuck, we feel bad. Nothing works. Namaste.